Well, if you're wondering why I'm sitting here in the dark, it's because I don't have any power. And I'm not sure why. I got a text message from my power company saying that they were working on things in the area. And while I'm totally okay with that, I got the text message right after the power went out. So I'm in the middle of my work day. I'm like, really, guys, you couldn't have sent this message out like a little bit earlier? Anyway, I'm just sitting here meal planning on my phone because we are coming up on fall, which means that all of the delicious squishes, otherwise known as squash, are going to be coming out into the grocery stores, and I am excited. I like spaghetti squash, already added that to my list. Acorn squash, I need to add that to my list. Side note, my favorite way to eat acorn squash is when I tempura fry it. Not super unhealthy, but also not the healthiest choice. And yeah, so I'm just sitting here kind of making a grocery list, and I figured I would jump on here because the other thing that I'm doing is watching TikTok videos until my phone dies because I have no power. And I'm noticing a trend that's a little bit concerning, and it's been happening for a while in the GLP1 community. So let's talk about it. The trend that I'm referring to is people who are just starting out on their GLP1 journey and are now labeling themselves as GLP1 coaches, right? I completely understand getting really into the research and wanting to help people and wanting to just dive headfirst into this new fixation of, GLP-1 land. I totally get it. I mean, look at me. I created a YouTube channel. I've got a support group, right? Like, I understand the underlying motivation. What concerns me is these people that I'm seeing are like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 months into their journey, and they're giving a lot of advice, and they're taking people's money to be their GLP-1 coach. Now, do I personally believe that you need to be at the end of your weight loss journey and now in maintenance before you become a GLP-1 coach? Not necessarily. I can certainly see being able to help people before you reach that point. I think that it would be a better choice long term to be fully through the experience of GLP-1 before taking people's money to be their coach. Right? Because I mean, essentially, you're going to get people at all stages of GLP-1 use, and many of them are going to go into maintenance, right? They may start out at a lower weight than you did, right? They may have less to lose. Their body composition may be, very different, where they have higher muscle mass, right? There's a lot of different factors to take into account. I'm not going to go over all of them now, but it's just kind of weird to me. I don't know. And I've seen this happen in the bariatric community as well. My dad called me, sorry. So, totally sidetracked. Still no power. It's like 30 minutes later. Still no power. Okay, so I was saying that this is a concerning trend. I've seen it happen in the bariatric community, right? And I totally get being excited and wanting to help people, right? Because I understand that. But at the same time, it's a whole different ballgame when you're taking somebody's money, especially nowadays. Because I don't know about you, I'm not rich. I'm not made of money. If I'm paying somebody for coaching services, or even just a dietitian or a nutritionist, or somebody to make me a meal plan or whatever, that's a big deal. I'm taking money from something else to put it towards that. And I feel, and I could be wrong, that many, many people are in that same predicament. I mean, on top of that, not just being in that economic situation, but many of the people who are on GLP-1s are having to pay out of pocket. So they're already paying out of pocket for either name brand or compound. And then on top of that, you're going to be just a few months into your health journey where you're trying to figure things out on your own, and you're going to take those people's money to give them advice. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I'm leaning towards that's not really a good idea. But at the same time, if there's somebody who likes your content that wants your help and they're willing to pay for your time, right? Because time is money. Expertise is money. Then, at the same time, it's like, well, they're an adult. They can make their own decision. I don't know. Tell me in the comments down below, how do you feel about that? Do you look to see where somebody is in their journey before you sign up for their coaching, or, right? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. If you're looking for a positive only support group, I've got you covered. Link is in the description box below somewhere. It's around here somewhere. And as always, be kind, rewind.